Hello, everyone. It is such an exciting day. It is International Women's Day. So I thought today I wanted to share a little surprise with you. But more importantly, I just wanted to say thank you to all of you who picked up, downloaded, ordered your Plenty Seeds, a 30-day sacred self-care journal. The book, the journal became a number one bestseller on March 1st. So I am beyond grateful to each of you who decided to get the journal same day and not waiting. And also for those of you who continue to gift it to others and sending me pictures you taking with the journal. Thank you. Making me very excited. And today I have a surprise for you as well. More surprises. There are a lot of surprises. So I ordered my own copy, which took forever. Well, it felt like forever, but it may not have been. So for those of you who may not have seen the journal yet, that you only have the e-copy, this is the journal. This is the journal. So this is what it looks like. So pretty. You know, I knew it was pretty from the beginning. And also thank you to all of you who voted for this cover because it was a very close competition. So what I decided to do as a way to continue celebrating planting seeds, but also honoring those in our community, this month is just such a perfect month to really remind you that you're worthy of being celebrated. You're worth celebrating every single day. You don't need to wait for a special month, for an occasion. And this is what this journal is really all about, is for you to use it as a tool to prioritize your self love, your self care, but to really think about what you want to create, what you want to grow, who you want to become, who you want to be in this moment, in this season. So, as part of the celebration, I'm launching a 22-day challenge where we're going to be diving into the journal. So, every day I'll give you a little sneak peek of what's in the journal. And so today I'm going to start with the first affirmation. I'm going to put that on the screen so you can see, okay, what the affirmation is. And it's really exciting. And so for those of you who have not get your copy yet, still plenty of time. Plenty of time to just go get your copy at Amazon. Download it if you prefer the e-copy, or just get the paperback. Like many of you have told me, like I get the paperback. So I'm enjoying having it just right in my hands to get your copy. So today we're gonna start with the first affirmation, but I'm gonna give you a few bonuses because of the special day that it is. I'm gonna share the first eight. Okay, so the first eight, but you're gonna see the first affirmation I decided behind me in front of you from the Planting Seeds Journal is I am joy. I am joy. So that's what you get. That's what you get. So that's the first one. So let me know what you think about how do you add a dose of joy to your day to really reflect on that. And so in the journal, I'll show you the page. You get a message every single day. You get to write your gratitude and your why. So I am grateful for, and then you can say what you're grateful for, whatever it is you're grateful for. And then the second part is for you to notice what's your intention to do, what you intend to plan. And so that first message is really going to put the words in context for you. So the first message in the journal: you are worthy of a joy-filled life, grounded in gratitude and abundance. Be intentional about what you feed your mind, like planting seeds, essentially with healthy habits. And so, the inspiration for this book is really about encouraging you to really take care of yourself every single day, to know that you're worthy. Thank you, Nelson. Congratulations. Thank you. And I appreciate your support and so many others because I was so close to just not even get not even this journal, but it took literally felt like to work this journal. And I'm beyond grateful to Tracy King, who is the life of life, who is multi talented and the amount of gifts that she has beyond an author. That those of you who continue to share, to tell me what the journal means to you, and let me know. I'm really excited. The 22 day challenge is a way for us to continue practicing self. It's not a trend, it's not something we do when we have time, but it's something that we your day and you got to schedule it. It's not going to happen by accident. So you have to be intentional about how you would like to practice self-care, self-love. But also, as you can see, we start with gratitude, always with gratitude. No matter what's going on, there's always something to be grateful for. And so for me, I am grateful for you, and I appreciate all of you for the support, the community, and I'm excited to see what this journal is going to create or continue to create. And so I beyond. So we're gonna be celebrating. So the next affirmation. So I'm gonna read you 8 today. So you already have the first one. I am joy. And for those of you who already have the journal, let me know. Do you have a favorite, right? Because I know everyone has favorites. And so at some point you're gonna say, you know what, this is the one that I want. This is the one that speaks to me. So the second affirmation is I am grateful for breath. And I wanted to make sure like you have plenty because sometimes there's a part of the journal where you get to create your own I am affirmation. So you get to be inspired, you find affirmation that will center you on a daily basis, but also uplift you because sometimes we need a boost. We need a boost of energy. And so you get to choose and you get to create your own. The third one is I am worthy of ease and flow. Ease and flow. Ease and flow. Number 4, I honor my authentic self. I honor my authentic self. Okay, so each one, it's an opportunity for you to reflect. What does that mean to you, right? What would it be like to have a day or a life that's all about ease and flow, right? And you see that with each message that you get. Take the time. All I ask is 10 minutes. You work 10 minutes of sitting down and reflecting and taking a pause and being still and being with your own thoughts. We live in a very noisy world, very noisy. And so it's important to really think about that. Number 5, I know somebody's favorite number, 5. I am a vibrational being. I am a vibrational being. You can say that 3 times. I am a vibrational being. Okay? Think about that. We are vibrational beings. We are. Number 6 is I am connected to my inner self. I am connected to my inner self is number 6. Number 7, I allow myself to freely express how I feel. How I feel. So a lot of time we live in a culture where most of the time we want to suppress how we feel. We want to, pretend we're feeling good when we're feeling sad, when and a lot of time it's like we need to be able to release whatever it is we're feeling, but be able to express how you feel. So whether it's sad, joy, sometimes you just don't even know. But the idea that whatever it is, it's okay, and to not feel like you need to hide it, that you always need to be one thing. Like I have to be happy all the time just because other people around me might be that. But the idea is to be able to express it and not to hold all that in. Okay. And then the final one, because I'm going to do each one per day, and today is day 8. I am an emotional and empathic being. I am an emotional and empathic being. Okay. Repeat that to yourself again so you can see. So you have 8 to think about. So you can choose one and reflect on it. You can choose the first one, I am joy, and simply think about what does that mean? How do you add joy to your day? How do you practice that? How, in spite of everything going on in the world, how do you do that? And do it without guilt. Do it without apologies, knowing that you are worthy of a joy-filled life. Right? So think about that as we are sharing during the challenge. I want to hear which one speaks to you, which of the affirmations are resonating. After the set of affirmation in the book, I purposely ask the question, what weeds do you intend to remove? So before you even get into day one, there are some things you need to prep. Because in a way, I'm really looking at your life as a garden that you want to grow. You are that beautiful garden that you want to make sure is flourishing, is growing. And so in order for that to happen, to bring in the good things like the healthy habits and the healthy seeds, you need to remove some seeds and you have to intentionally remove them. So I give you some examples. This is probably two of my favorite pages in there, right? You can see first we remove the weeds, and then we talk about the seeds and habits that you would like or do you intend to plant. So I'll give you a few big ones that I know are major weeds for some of you. Playing small. I'm very familiar with that. I'm going to give you just three. Um, Not enoughness. That's another weed. Let's see. We have toxic relationships with an S. Okay. And I'll give you a bonus, negative self talk. So, all those, I consider them to be weeds. These are things that are going to interfere with your growth. They would literally choke your growth and block you from your blessings, block you from the person you want to become, block you from the opportunities are coming your way, but you're not going to see it because it's literally covered in weeds. And so, think about that. Look at that page and pick one. Which one would you like to intentionally remove? And then after you remove what you need to remove um, into the habits or the seeds you intend to plant. So you're literally setting up the soil, the ground, the environment that you want to grow those habits in. So you have to make space for them. And so on that page, you can see you can see right there, joy is right on top. Do you intend to plant joy? Plant joy. We also have self care is another one. Those are the obvious one. We have worthiness. Wealth is another one. Mindfulness, patience. So I've given you so many, right? So many you can choose from. So you have about I think you have about 15 that you can choose from. But again, you can create your own. You decide. You get to decide what do you want to focus on. And so this is your gift. This is your gift to yourself. And I'm hoping you'll gift it to someone else as well. Get one for yourself, gift it to others. I know many in our community um, from day one, they have, they got their copy, but they also got a few more copies so they can share it with others in their lives. And so, who would you like to gift this to? Who would you like to go on a planting seeds journey with? That's the question. Who? And I think it's a beautiful thing to get healthy together, to practice self care together, self love, and the idea of also sharing our stories with each other. Because even for me, I didn't just magically one day wake up and be like, I'm going to prioritize my health. I'm going to prioritize my self care. I mean, there was a time I literally would be like, nope, I don't have time for that. I don't have time. I got to work. I got to work. I got a baby to feed. And the stress that I was under, for twice in a row, I was laid off. I really didn't even know where food was going to come from, how I was going to pay rent, how I was going to do so many different things. And so when you're stressed out, it's really hard for you to be thinking about joy uh, and to think about all the things. But I think this is the perfect time that would have been great for me to reset and do a reshould be able to really work on what and ask the question, what does Marie need? What does Marie want? What do you need? What do you want? And those are two things, like they're not the same. And sometimes it's great to have people around us who can help us do that. But sometimes you don't always have that. And I want the journal to be with you at all time. I wish I could be with you all the time to help you think about what you need to be practicing on a daily basis. And I've had the opportunity to do that literally for more than a decade in terms of coaching other people and deciding what's a priority. And for me, it's all about showing you the gift of prioritizing yourself first. Because a lot of us, I know we are givers, we are healers, we are caretakers, we give, give, give. We are the superheroes in so many people's lives. And yet, we are not a superhero in our own lives. We are the main characters in other stories. We do so many other things, and yet our lives, we're literally living it on the sidelines. We just looking in as almost like a supporting character and not front and center. And so this is a great way to really start thinking and reflecting about those and not feel, additional pressure or additional stress. And my goal is to be able for us to do that together as a community with less stress. And of course, the magic ingredient is going to be self love, joy, and gratitude every single day. This is why you see that word on my wall. And it's not by accident. It is the first affirmation in the journal. And so for you, you get to decide, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? And so as we get together every single day, I would love to hear, how are you using the journal? What's resonating with you? Do you have a favorite page? Do you have a favorite message of the day? So you get many messages. You get more than 30 messages. I purposely wanted to give you a bonus day so you can think about that and to just do it day by day, just literally one day at a time. And there are some days I say do it minute by minute, right? Don't stress yourself. Take the time to really be with your thoughts, to really think about what would I like to do, and start with ease and flow. Ease and flow. And every single day, always think about, what am I grateful for? And the affirmations are also gratitude, right? The idea that I am grateful for breath. That's it. It doesn't have to be 10. I know sometimes you hear people saying, give me 10 reasons. No, let's start with one. And then we can grow. I mean, there are days I start with one and I have 10, I have 20. And, as we are still navigating this pandemic, as many of us are grieving, many of us are dealing with so many challenges on top of everything else, literally make this your go-to oasis, your sanctuary, the place where you go just to be at home with yourself and really think about, how do I stay centered? How do I stay grounded? But really keep thinking about, what do I need in this season? But also, what would you like to plant? A lot of things are not just going to come to you. You have to be intentional about what you want, what you need, and to really think about, how do you create that? How do you co-create that with others who may also be on the same journey, who are willing to support you and make sure that you are practicing self-care, that you are prioritizing you first. And then you can think about other people. And so get your copy today. It is still available. And for those of you who are participating in the challenge, tag me on social media. I want to see those pictures. I'm seeing many of you taking pictures with the journal. I'm going to do the same. I want to see where the journal is traveling. I know the journal is already in New York, Philadelphia, so many, Vegas, because I know Tracy got her copy. So tell me. So I think when you take your picture, I would love to see, just put your name there, the city that you currently in, so I know how far this journal is traveling and how many lives. To me, that's the most important thing. How many lives this journal has already transformed and will transform by us going in this journey together and truly knowing, believing, practicing that we are worthy. We are so worthy of a joy-filled life, but also the idea that just as we are, that we are worthy, right? You don't need to prove it. You don't need to earn it. So this is going to be, for many of you, a reminder. For others, this will be a new way of rediscovering and discovering what's important to you, who you want to be, who do you want to become, and how to practice self-care with less stress. And my goal ultimately to show you the gift of prioritizing yourself first, but to not have so much stress in our lives, and in the process to be able to improve our health. Without our health, there is nothing. And so by starting here, by starting with planting seeds and everything, you see it. Once we start doing this, this is going to make so much sense to you, because everything we do, whether in our personal life, professional life, our community life, or spiritual life, you're going to realize it's all about planting seeds. And you get to define yourself. Seeds has so many beautiful meaning. It's a symbol for so many things in our lives. And so I want you to take it as yours. This journal, share it. I know we're gonna go beyond 30 days, beyond 22 days, but by the time we start today, 22 days will be exactly 30 days, day 30 this month. Okay, so let's go on this journey together. Choose to prioritize you. Okay, and to me, it's the most beautiful gift you can give to yourself is to take care of you, to make sure your health is a priority, right? It's a priority first. So you can do, be, create, live, and truly live, truly, truly live. But also, we're going to leave a legacy, a legacy in terms of practicing health, practicing self-care, and making sure that we are doing well. And that's my goal. I want you to do well in every sense of the word, okay? But to also know that you are worthy of all the goodness, all the joy, all of it coming your way. So, again, thank you to all of you for joining me in this journey, for being part of this journaling journey. And this is just the beginning. And I'll be back to share more of the rest of the affirmations. Thank you. I am Marie, your go to wellness coach, and I will see you next time. Have an awesome day.